Mail you a PS2.
That works.
I've literally got a drawer full of them.
Do you really?
This is no joke. I have
If
so
you
many
want,
PS2s.
if you want to, I'll take one.
I'll send you one. I can what I do is I can put games. I've got a bunch of hard drives laying around. I can put some games on there. Send me what you want. I'll get you set up. We'll talk about illegal stuff when we're not on air.
Just make sure it has Shrek 2 on it.
Shrek 2, the game or the movie?
The game.
Oh. Is it as good as the movie?
I don't know.
Was the movie good?
I don't know. I don't remember which one was Shrek 2.
Why do you want to play the game then?
My girlfriend wants it.
Oh.
And she found one night on the computer on Google, and it was an ISO file. I was like, wait a minute, don't hit download. I don't have a virus protection. Please don't hit download yet.
You're fine. Okay, so we can't go live to Facebook, but Facebook has been deleting videos, so that doesn't matter. We're on YouTube. YouTube is where the money is. Not that we make any money, not that we care about money. We are independently wealthy. So let's just do the intro. What is up, fans?
We have an intro. We're professional.
We don't have any fans, so it doesn't matter. All right. So, as you can see, Sai is back in the studio. Sai, what's been going on? I feel like it's been forever.
It really has. I don't know what has been going on. I don't remember the last time. Was it like 3 months ago?
It was well over a month ago. The issue, as always, is
Cameron. Yeah.
Mr. Right on Time, Mark, who is like, yeah, I'm good for tonight. And then 5 minutes before, he's like, oh, let's do it another night. Well, I guess I don't need Sai. Hey, everyone. Welcome to Dad's Anime Stash Adventure, the #1 Digimon podcast on the internet. We're still here. I'm waiting on Sai to come back. So everyone just stick with me. It's going to be a really good live stream. There we go. Sai, you're back.
Did you hear me go, oh, shit?
Yeah, what was that?
My phone took a nosedive.
That's considerably less exciting than I thought it would be.
You thought someone was shooting at me again? No.
I don't want to say I was hoping, but like it'd be exciting.
It would be.
So let's talk about Digimon. Sai, when last we left, some of our friends.
I feel like you should be done with Digimon by now. At least the first season.
You would think. But we're trying to take it slow. You know? Take it easy.
We're prolonging.
Take it sleazy. Enjoy the ride. When we last left, we had some crazy Digimon show up, and he had 4 legs and big tusks and kind of looked like Leomon.
Oh, okay. You're talking about that one. I thought you were talking about the giant meatball.
The giant meatball. Talk to me about the giant meatball.
Oh, there's just a giant meatball that turned into Metal Edamon.
So the giant meatball has been gone for quite some time, and I am almost positive that ball had 0% meat to it.
Yeah, but I think Joe called it a meatball in like one of the recaps.
The thing is, Elvis was Italian, so I think Joe was being a racist.
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised.
That's how it is sometimes. So, no, we're not talking about Meatballmon. We are talking about Saber Leomon, the mega data form of Leomon. Leomon
What was that show? Ghost Hunters? Ghost Stories?
The anime?
The dub? Yeah.
Where they told them they can do literally anything they want, just don't change the names.
Yeah. I was about to say, early 2000 dubs were kind of wild whatever they wanted to say.
Well, yeah, and they're like, oh, I think the Y2K made him retarded.
He said something about black people.
Not on Digimon, though. They don't have black people there.
They definitely no.
How do you feel about that? Do you care?
No.
Okay. Well,
they've never had black people in Digimon. Huh.
I can't think of
one.
Any black people from Digimon, but I think Digimon is more targeted at Asian youth. So they're probably like, they've probably never seen black people. We don't need to draw.
I mean, look at the Chinese triplets with their sushi. Digimon. Wasn't it Octopusmon? I don't remember.
Let's worry about them later when we get to season 2. We'll solve all the race issues as we go. So I say that, but like we're talking about, you would think you would see some people of different colors on the World Tour. It's literally called Digimon World Tour.
Yeah, I know. That's what I was thinking about. Did we see an African? I don't think we did.
Maybe they cut it.
They might have. He probably had like a zebra pelt on. Where's Cameron?
Going to bed.
Why?
Because I'm never putting myself through that again.
What happened? Tell us about it.
Oh, just that's too much time.
Are you over the
time in the world?
Remember the what?
Over the cooties.
Not completely.
See, that's why we don't kiss girls, Mark.
It's a fair point. I only got I didn't get to finish the last couple minutes of the last episode.
All right. Well, we'll worry about that later. Why don't you fill us in? Tell us what we were talking about.
We were talking about a giant meatball.
We were talking about meatballs. So go ahead and give us the rundown of Digimon Season 1, Episode 47, originally aired February 6th in the year 2000, which was Sai's birthday. Where are we at, Mark? Fill us in.
Sorry, this cat. Okay, that was...
Wait, is that the keyboard cat?
No, this is a different cat who's currently about to choke himself into a plastic bag.
Oh, it's Suicidal Cat.
It's orange, so I don't know if it's suicidal or if it just doesn't understand.
It's
yeah.
Let me ask you this: is the cat?
It is a ginger.
Is it what?
Is it Gatomon?
It's pretty close to Gatomon.
Hellmon.
It's not Gatomon. We don't care. Let's focus on Digimon until someone
You
else
should put a ring on its tail.
That would be cool.
He's grabbing shit.
Sai, what's going on? Tell us about Digimon. Let's not start a race war over it, though.
So I kind of don't remember. I just remember Saber Leomon. Ogremon's hurt.
Mark probably really relates to Digimon since they're all Asian.
It's true. Okay. Was 47 the one where she started? No, that was... She glows in 48, right? Or does she glow in 47 too?
All right. Let me just get us going here. I'm going to get the ball rolling.
That cat just came out of nowhere.
Yeah. He's full zoomies right now.
He looked like he jumped backwards onto that.
He does a lot of weird... He's just running around right now. He's doing parkour.
Let me tell you guys a story. I have a 5-year-old who plays t-ball, right? And this makes me think about it because there's no focus. Anytime someone starts doing something,
it's just
cat
chaos.
In the background, our Sai gets shot at.
Yeah, it's just chaos.
Pure chaos of a cat slightly moving, and we can't focus.
Did your kid hit anybody with a ball yet?
No, my kid is not
athletic.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it. He does know where first base is, though, so that is pretty good.
I mean, that's good progress.
Yeah, my wife says, maybe one day I'll get to go to first base, but that's for the future. Saber Leomon, guys, that's him. Yeah. He's the mega evolved form of Leomon. He's a data, and he saves everyone. He saves Joe, he saves Mimi, he saves his arch nemesis Ogremon, and
Yeah.
he takes them to the restaurant that Joe used to work at, but it is all run down. It looks like shit. It needs that show where Gordon Ramsay comes in and tells everyone to fuck off and fixes it for the
He's also
duration of
pretty
the
much. He's a
recording.
pretty big dick too.
Leomon or Saber?
Yeah, yeah. I don't know why he's. I was like, I don't remember Leomon being this much of an asshole.
What are you
He was
talking
like,
about?
"Yeah, Ogremon, you're a shit bag." I was like, "God damn!"
Whoa, no. When
It's
was he
'cause-
ever
it's-
not a dick to Ogremon?
That's
now
fair.
it's because now he can evolve. So he's like, oh man, I'm so much better than you now.
That's
Like,
also true. Sai, have you ever beaten a bully?
No, I was the bully.
I don't think I ever got bullied, so which is weird. But just think, if you beat your bully up, wouldn't you rub it in every chance you got?
That's true.
I mean, I guess.
So Leomon, he can evolve, right?
Yeah.
He beat up,
But he
beat
can't
up the
control
bully.
it.
He can evolve. He can't control that shit. Do you know why he can evolve though?
Because of light.
Because Light, he was friends with the Digidestin. That makes you think, huh?
Yeah, because there's people that hang out with the Digidestin way more that didn't. And there's a thing in one of the next episodes that kind of just made me think, why didn't they evolve?
Who are you talking about?
The Poopmon.
Oh, yeah. Also, he
Yeah.
says he can't control it, and then 2 minutes later, they get attacked, and he's like, "Oh, guys, don't worry."
He
Saber-
digivolves, and it's disappointing. He doesn't get his own sequence.
Yeah,
No, he doesn't.
he transforms and runs outside and fights.
He
After
also
very-
doesn't. He also doesn't digivolve into Rookie. He just goes back to
Right.
Leomon. That's kind of not fair.
Well, what about Gatomon?
I mean, yeah, her too.
I think maybe they need to train more to stay in that form. Do you remember when Goku and Gohan went to the hyperbolic time chamber and they trained to stay Super Saiyan?
Yeah,
And he couldn't turn it off.
They could turn it off if they wanted to.
Oh, they
just
could.
didn't want to. They just didn't want to. It was up to them.
Dragon Ball Z
Yeah.
Abridged gets confused.
I am not a big fan of Dragon Ball Z Abridged. It's offensive
Why?
to Dragon Ball lovers. Also, I've never seen it, and I'm not going to seek it out because I don't have time. So
You
the
should.
Betamon and the Gekomon are hiding in this restaurant. Shogun Gekomon's castle is gone. It's part of some swirl somewhere. So that means
And that swirl probably disappeared as well.
the
Yeah.
swirl, we're going to assume that it's ice cream now. Now, we also got more trouble, guys, because Puppetmon, if you recall, they were shooting a cannon at Puppetmon, right? Which seemed like a good idea at the time, but it turns out it was a fucking waste of time. C'est la vie. So he gets around and they decide to fight him, but he runs away and he lets his friend Red Vegemon protect him. Red Vegemon is a champion virus.
yeah.
There's a lot of Red Vegemon friends.
There's a lot of
He has a veritable garden.
They also fight a lot of champion Digimon whenever they're fighting someone. They don't fight just regular Digimon too much.
I would say champion's probably the regular level at this point, but you'd think they would be more towards the ultimate to put up a fight.
Yeah, I mean it's crazy. It's almost like there's a level cap.
Yeah. So Leomon reveals to the team that they're good. They're all doing a great job. What a fucking waste of 5 seconds of my life. I don't care what Leomon says. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
He doesn't. He was
The
gone
team's
for a
been
long time.
gone for years. How does he know they're doing good?
Yeah, it's true.
So then back at Puppetmon's castle, Puppetmon is going to take on Ogremon head to head. Battle of the Digimon. But Puppetmon kicks his ass real quick because he has strings, right?
He did
Yeah.
puppet him.
He puppets
Yeah.
the shit out of him.
Relatively easily. It's a pretty easy.
Well, he
thing
did
to
it the
do.
first time too, right?
Was he in the same form the first time?
I think so.
Yeah.
He did it to like all their Digimon when they first met him.
So here's where things start to get fucked up. Okay. And I guess it could have just been what I was watching. Maybe you guys had a different experience. But our other Digimon joined the fight. Anju-Woman, Mega Kabuterimon, Gardramon, Garudamon. They all fight. And then a different song plays. Hey Digimon doesn't play.
Yeah.
Did that happen for you?
I got something. Yeah, I think I remember hearing something else.
I was like,
I don't recall.
what? I was like, what the balls? What the meatballs is going on here? You know?
You're mad
So,
because they spent $5 more on a new song?
yeah.
Oh.
Because I've been
Fair
complaining
enough.
for years that they only have Hey Digimon this whole season. Plus, if they had that song, why didn't they play it?
They just paid for it.
Fair point.
They just bought it.
They just hopped on Fiverr and popped one in there.
Yep.
You know, you never know what'll be the next big hit.
It was the 90s. It took a while for it to get to them. They couldn't download it. They had to have a cassette tape.
They had to mail it.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, anyway, Puppetmon's house is also a fighter for some reason.
Yeah. Is it an actual Digimon?
I don't think it's a Digimon. I think it's like a robot he made, a robot house. It's like you ever seen that movie Smart House?
Oh yeah, the old Disney one.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say, have you ever played Final Fantasy VII?
What?
Where you fight the mansion?
Yeah.
Yeah. That was fucking stupid with its little legs. Fuck the arena.
I like that house.
That was a good movie.
Metal Edamon, he tracks down on the ball. Saber Leomon and Saber Leomon evolves. He doesn't get a cool CGI sequence. And then he immediately dies. Dude.
Yeah.
Come on. Just fucking at least die once per series. You know?
Was this his second death?
Yeah.
Yeah. He was like, yep, I'm going back to the primary village again. Catch you cats later.
Well, that's where shit gets bad. So, here's what's going on. Metal Edamon is made out of chrome Digizoid. But so is Zudomon's hammer. So, he cracks. He cracks him, right?
Yeah, he hits him.
Saber Leomon finishes him off and kills him, and then he dies too.
Oh! Okay.
He does the Wolf Fang Fist.
Yeah, he does.
So Puppetmon's running away from the fight, and he sees Melagarurumon and Matt. And
yeah, that was very ominous, the way they just kind of came out the woods.
He's like, I'm going to control you with strings, but somehow it doesn't affect Melagarurumon. And with one strike, Melagarurumon kills him. And that is half of the, the final four. Half of our Dark Masters gone.
Yeah.
Probably
if it was that easy to kill him.
Probably
why
one of the more,
did it take so long?
Yeah, that's probably one of the more convincing just dead that we see out of them fighting the bad guys. Usually it's like a fight and they're like kind of weak and then they kind of like limp to their death. This is like a full on just like you're just dead.
Yeah, no, he executed him.
Like they spend all this time running away when they could have just one-shotted him. That's what I would have done, but I'm built different.
Well, Cherrymon did make Matt have his feels.
That's a good point.
And yet maybe the strings didn't affect him because he's all metal. Doesn't have anything to hook into.
What about... He's got tons of stuff to hook into.
Nah, he's all metal.
He's not even all metal. He's got like
You're right. I forgot.
fucking rope holding him together where his plates are. Anyway,
Well, he
Leomon's
missed. He
dead.
hit the metal.
Leomon's dead, and Ogremon is sad because apparently they were friends, even though it seemed like they weren't. But you know
He
how
wasn't that sad the first time, right?
they got this antagonistic
yeah.
relationship. They're like a young
They're
Vegeta.
Goku. Okay, we were going the same way. He's Goku and Vegeta.
We always do. So Joe and Mimi are like, you know what? Fuck it. We'll just head over to the primary village. And Ogremon's like, think again, dipshit. Primary village is gone.
Oh shit! I must have missed that part.
You missed it. That's a big one. The Dark Masters have destroyed it. No Digimon can come back until the Dark Masters are gone. Good news.
They're halfway there.
And before we're done with this, could be more. Ogremon wants to rally some troops and go fight the Dark Masters. And Joe and Mimi are like, okay. And that is how our
it does not take
ends.
much convincing. They're just like, yeah. I mean, yeah,
well,
we gotta do it.
To be fair, that was kind of their plan all along. So maybe they were just like, they didn't want to steal his thunder. They didn't want to be like, yeah, dude, we were already doing that. He's had it kind of rough.
Yeah, he lost his best friend. He literally just lost his best friend, Mark. Come on.
He literally made him into a best friend and lost him in the same episode. Have you ever done that?
True.
Mark?
That is true.
Does it remind you of Gundam?
A little.
Yeah, sometimes. Yeah.
Okay. So let's go on to episode 48. This episode is called My Sister's Keeper, and it originally aired February 13th in the year 2000, which was Sai's birthday. So the big team is walking down the road, and Kyrie's like, oh.
She pulled the Kyrie and got sick.
She collapses. She's got a fever, but Mama Sora's going to take care of her. Or is she?
Yeah, Kyrie's sick for more than half of the season.
And she is, dude. And then Ty's like, I never should have brought her. Maybe he shouldn't have. Because, like, fucking, she couldn't go to summer camp because she was sick a day and a half ago.
She had a chronic illness.
Maybe she does, dude. Maybe that's why she ends up
get sick a lot.
Yeah, she does. Wasn't she sick in the movie too?
Where they
like, isn't that why they left them?
Where they were infants?
Yeah.
I don't think so. I think just look, they've got shitty parents. I'm not gonna defend these.
I mean, later on in the episode, we kind of find out it's true.
So Kabuterimon finds the Earth, but it's not as big as it should be.
Yeah, it's never a normal Earth. There's always something.
And then they go to a house. Go ahead.
Yeah,
they're like in New York.
Isn't that like the third time they found the Earth?
They found Earth-like structures.
Yeah, but I guess this would be the first time they found Earth. Well,
a planet.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I guess I'm more of an Earth.
It's
weird. There's
a city.
Big plan is they're gonna find aspirin. Okay.
Oh, you're talking about the city. Okay.
Cure Kari with aspirin.
Digi-aspirin.
This is a shit plan, but it's what's gonna happen. So Izzy, he boots up Apple Maps to try to find some, but you guys know how Apple Maps is. So
he has to plug into their network.
Yeah.
The Machinedramon sees that they're plugged into the network, and you know what he says? He says, "I'm going to destroy them."
Yeah, he's like, "Oh, I know exactly where you are. Thanks a lot, Izzy. That was pretty easy for me to figure out."
So I have a note here that I don't remember writing this, but I wrote, talk about how he's the least memorable of the Dark Masters.
Oh, he totally is
the least memorable of the Dark Masters.
He really is.
So much so that like I'm picturing this episode. I can't pinpoint what Machinedramon looks like.
He's
Like if you showed me a bunch of Digimon that looked like machine dragons, I wouldn't be able to tell you which one he is.
I could do it. It's the full on dragon dinosaur mix, Dragon Zord mixed with Metal Greymon.
I see. I can picture it, but I can also picture lots of other Digimon who could be what we're talking about.
And I could be wrong when I say I could pick it out, but I think I could.
We'll try sometime. We'll set up a fun little. We'll put it and get some fucking cups and shit and spin it around. It'll be cool.
I completely forgot that he was still alive. I always think
too.
he dies first.
Man, when he popped up, I was like, I could have swore they just beat him in the first episode before they took off of the arena. But
that's what I thought too. I always think he dies before Seedramon. Metal Seedramon.
Oh, he sticks around. He doesn't do
and
shit.
And I always forget that he doesn't. And I'm really surprised that I could have swore it was Puppetmon Piedmon.
That would have made more sense.
Yeah, it takes a lot longer to kill Puppetmon.
Puppetmon. Why? Yeah, they should have flipped these.
He should have been first. Machine Dramon should have been first.
Machine Dramon should have been first. He absolutely should have. He should have been the one they defeat easily and get false confidence. And then they could have got their ass kicked by Metal Seedramon. And then they could have went in with caution from now on.
Yeah,
but that's not how it happened. We did not write for Digimon back then. We could start rewriting fanfic now, though.
Did Machine Dramon kill anybody?
Machine Dramon? Probably some of his subordinates.
Oh yeah, that. But I mean, like that the people cared, the Digidestin cared about.
No, I doubt it.
Oh yeah, he did the least. Waymon got by Metal Seedramon.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, he did destroy those buildings.
Yeah, they're buildings though.
Yeah, buildings and Digimon clearly never mean anything in any way.
Especially in the digital world, it seems like those fucking anything they destroy, fucking put in HTML and fix it or whatever. Sai, what's going on with you?
Seems like he.
Nah, he's probably
maybe.
So the kids, they find a hospital. Ty and Izzy, and Ty's like, well, I wish Joe was here. That's the doctor's kid for you. Never around when you need one.
Yeah. I mean, at least that's one of the only times that they've ever said, I wish Joe was here.
Everybody always wishes Joe was there. He's the best. Machine Dramon, he attacks the hospital. He uses Tankmon and Makoromon, which are both champions of the virus. One of that. It doesn't matter. None of this matters.
It all blurs together. And
Izzy keeps getting online. And the problem with that is every time he does that, they pinpoint directly where he is. And that is not good for them.
Yeah. And then he just keeps getting on. He's not.
Keeps doing it anyway.
He doesn't seem overly concerned that this keeps happening.
You'd think he'd plan like Sai and
get the Wi-Fi to falter out on
another
you.
Sai here. How many Sais do we need? You think he'd plan ahead like Sai and he wouldn't let his girlfriend download a copy of Shrek 2, but Izzy just can't stop. That's the problem. Keeps pirating Shrek 2. That's why they keep finding him.
I mean, that sounds valid, actually.
I mean, when you need to download, you need to download.
So let's get into the nitty gritty here. Sai, tell us why Ty is so upset about Kari getting sick. What's the backstory here?
The last time she got sick, his mom beat him.
This is true. Is 100% what happened. When he was 7 or 8 years old, his mom beat him for not taking care of her sick infant.
And also taking her to the park.
He was a kid. He should not have been left in charge of her.
He shouldn't. And you say 7 or 8? I thought he was like 5 or 4.
We'll say he was 5 or 4. That's fine as well. Especially, she doesn't have a job. Where did she go?
I don't know. She went to find their new dad. Because they clearly don't have the same dad that they once had.
Yeah, things change. Well, maybe it's a digital world thing. Maybe, maybe it's like Doctor Who, where reality got knocked off by just an inch. So now we got
timey-wimey
So now
bullshit.
we got a new
Tommy
doctor.
Limey. Yeah. Is there another new one? I lost track after like 12.
That's how it happens. Every once in a while, there's a new doctor. There's new regeneration, and sometimes they regenerate into David Tennant, which seems to happen a lot. But this time, he regenerated into Billy Piper, which was very interesting. But that has nothing to do with Digimon. We'll talk about that on our Doctor Who podcast, Dad's Anime Stash Through Time. Izzy hears...
Not a bad name.
I actually like that.
That's actually not bad.
I came up with it on the spot. I started the sentence and I was like, I hope I go somewhere with this. And I stuck the landing. So Izzy hears Ty's sob story and he's like, yeah, okay, but let's deal with this shit now. So what he does is he gets a VPN. He downloads a VPN so they can't track him down.
Classic Digimon.
As a last-ditch effort, Machine Dramon uses his good friends Megadramon and Gigadramon, Ultimate Virus Digimon, to destroy the city. And I want to point out that Megadramon looks fucking stupid. Gigadramon is the same Digimon, just a slightly different color.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. They're going to blow up the city, but the kids walk out of the city with minimal effort. Effort to get back to this mansion. But the problem is someone blows up the fucking mansion that his sister's in. Kari is definitely 100% dead.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much, yeah.
But she's not, because it turns out the power of friendship saved them. By the power of friendship, I mean some slight planning. What happened was the kids in the mansion saw the city getting destroyed, so they walked away.
Yeah.
And Ty was like, gosh, that's a really good plan. I should definitely not be in charge. But before they can pick a new leader, Machine Dramon shows up and
It's
he
kind of late
poops
to
out
pick a new leader, ain't it?
Yeah, let's stick with him at this point. He poops out a Giga Cannon. And it doesn't kill anyone, but they all fall into a hole.
Yeah.
This would be a good time to point out, don't let yourself fall into a hole. If you feel like you need support for your mental health, get help. You have loved ones, every single one of you listening. Episode 49, The Crest of Light. Do you know when this aired, Sai?
February 21st.
February 20th.
Damn.
In the year 2000, which was your birthday.
Yeah.
So
you see, I thought this was the one that was the day before after my birthday.
Nope, it's the other one. TK explains to Gatomon that humans sleep anywhere from 8 hours to 8 years when they are sick. And you know what?
Yeah.
And it's so.
You know what? He's not wrong.
Mm-hmm.
That's sometimes it happens. Have you ever heard of a medically induced coma?
Yeah.
I believe it's a real thing. I saw it on House once.
Yeah.
So they fell into the hole and it split up the group. This is like, I don't want to say that Digimon reuses the same storyline over and over again. It does, but I don't want to say it.
It definitely does it in the first season.
How many times we got to split these kids up? It's and
has it ever
back
worked
together?
Well, has splitting up ever led to anything beneficial for them ever? Like, have they ever split up and then been like, you know what? I've learned a valuable lesson about life and teamwork and
They
friendship.
really haven't. It's not like Scooby-Doo where they split up and find the clues. They're all like, let's split up, gang.
Is that what happens in Scooby Doo? I didn't know they ever found clues in Scooby Doo.
I'll be honest, I can't remember any episode of Scooby-Doo ever. But I
remember the
phrase, let's split
Globetrotters.
up, gang. And the shit is like Matt's like, let's split up, gang. And TK's like, you're just like our fucking parents. So they're in a subway type-ish place. And by subway, I mean like the train subway, not the sandwich shop.
Oh, okay.
Like, I don't want you guys to think they're in a Subway sandwich shop.
No. I knew that because they left the subway 2 episodes ago.
Yeah.
That's where Saber Leomon got killed.
In a Subway, that would explain it. That's interesting. I haven't been to a Subway in years because the last time I went, that's the day I found out Jason David Frank died. So the whole restaurant's tainted for me. Plus, the food tastes like shit. So,
yeah, and it's not healthy in any way, shape, or form.
I don't particularly care about the health when it was $5, but now that it's like $12.50,
Right.
Oh.
Yeah, fast food is no longer like the cheap option.
Sometimes you got to get the value meals. Like you can get that $5 deal from
Wendy's.
McDonald's.
Well,
They all have one now.
Yeah, McDonald's has a pretty good one.
I'll look into it. I trust
I
you.
like the Wendy's one.
What's the Wendy's one?
It's like you get 4 nuggets, a burger, fries, and a thing.
What kind of
Okay.
burger?
A small burger.
Yeah, that sucks.
It does
Which
suck.
is fine, though. But
But
you
it's
get the fries.
$5.
Can you get the spicy nugs?
Yeah.
Yeah, spicy
like-
eggs are bad. Yeah, those are back. Yeah.
Man, when my wife was having a baby, she tried to stay in labor for like 4 weeks, so I just kept leaving to get spicy nugs. So Warumanzimon, he's an ultimate virus, and he has the Numamon kidnapped, and they're working as slaves of the power of the city. And Sora says the stupidest line in all of Digimon. She says, how could one type of Puppetmon be so nice and another so evil? You literally just fought an evil motherfucker named Puppetmon.
Yeah.
You've seen it. You know how.
Also, if we're gonna go based off of that, isn't there another puppet Digimon that they fought? That's not Puppetmon?
I mean, there was Monzimon, but he was a good guy.
No.
He had a dark gear.
I thought there was like 3. Oh, yeah, no, you're right. No, out of the 3 that they fought, 2 of them were bad
Yeah.
because of War Monzimon. So, if we're just going off of statistics, more likely puppet Digimons are bad.
I'm gonna go with Puppet Digimon are just bad.
It's more likely than yeah. It makes the most sense.
I was a betting man, which I no longer am because Illinois just put an extra tax on betting. I'd put it on there. So Kari, her plan as always is to glow. She's gonna glow, and someone else is gonna be Kari.
That's new to
damn
this, right? That's
Sai.
new to these few episodes. The sun and glowing, or is that happened before? And I just don't remember.
She's glowed before, and when she
Okay,
took
I just
them
don't
all,
remember.
she glowed that one time. She was someone else, and she took them all back in time to see how they got their digivices.
Uh-huh. This time she gets Numamons.
So the Numamon declare her queen, but no one can digivolve because they're hungry. But Kari's light, they can eat Kari's light. Do you guys remember that episode of Dragon Ball Z where they were trying to stop Babidi from reviving Majin Buu, and they had to fight, and Goku had to fight a monster named Yakan who ate light.
Oh, yeah.
And what he did was he just kept powering up as a Super Saiyan, and Yakan kept eating the light until he exploded. I always thought that was weird because, like, what fucking animal keeps eating till it explodes? Just stop eating when you're full.
Yeah, where's the fun in that?
But anyway, that's what happens here. The Digimon eat Kari's light, and they digivolve. And you know what song plays?
Hey, Digimon.
Hey Digimon.
Hey, Digimon.
Hey Digimon.
What does that sound?
I think it's a phone.
Oh, that makes sense. You okay? You okay, Sai?
No,
Hey, someone out to get you?
always.
Is it the man?
No, I'm too poor for him to care about me.
Hey,
Yeah.
the man loves the poor. What were we saying? So
We were talking about. I don't know.
Izzy and Ty are looking for each other. Wait, hang on. Anyway, Izzy and Ty are looking for the others, and Izzy's like, maybe they're looking for us. We should just stay here. So Ty punches him. That's Ty's move. Whenever anyone
It
starts
is
making
kind of the
sense.
go-to of if something's not working, I'm just gonna punch it.
Whenever anyone is moving the plot along, he punches them.
Yeah.
He's like, we gotta stall this shit. But Andromon shows up. Guys, Andromon shows up. Big missed opportunity here. They could have also let him evolve. It could have been a whole thing. He doesn't. Andromon is putting together a resistance. When you add his resistance to Ogremon's resistance, you have dozens of Digimon who can't do fucking shit. Machinedramon shows up, right?
Yeah.
And Andromon sacrifices himself so the others can meet up. Andromon and his martyrdom. It's like, dude,
So who's
just
gonna lead their resistance?
fucking come on.
Ogremon. No, the Poopmon. Poopmon.
I guess the new Mumon.
No, it's definitely not the Poopmon.
It's gotta be.
They're all gonna fight Metal or they're all gonna fight Machinedramon, right? And fucking surprise, surprise, they lose. They lose every single time. But Kari steps up to him, and Kari stands in his face, and then the Numamon attack him, and every single Numamon dies. That gives Agumon the power to warp Digivolve, right?
For a second.
Oh, so I have feedback from Cameron on this one.
I'd love it.
On the warp evolution. And I quote, "Why doesn't he just regular Digivolve anymore? The rest of them all do."
Because he just has Warp Digivolve now.
Right, but he says Matt's Digimon still normal Digivolves. He doesn't warp.
I don't want
it's because he's not the Goku.
3 episodes ago, he Digivolved into Metal Greymon.
Yeah, so that was Cameron's feedback. He was very confused why Ty's Digimon doesn't have to do what the rest of them do.
It's because he's Goku.
Well, 2 of them can warp Digivolve. Last time he said warp Digivolve was cool. Your kid needs to get more on the ball. He needs to decide whether he likes it or not, and we'll take it up to the executives.
He'll figure it out.
What happens next, guys, is we get the anime swipe. 2 Digimon jump up in the air. It doesn't have to be Digimon, but 2 fighters jump up in the air and swipe each other. They run past each other and they land. And War Greymon falls to his knees and he de-digivolves. But then Machinedramon falls into pieces and dies.
Yeah.
And that's it.
Pretty anticlimactic.
We got 1 Digimon left, and he's Piedmon. And I know what you're thinking. Piedmon, he looked small. How could he possibly be, something to worry about? But you know who else was small? Majin Buu from Dragon Ball Z.
Oh.
That is true.
I was like Puppetmon, because Puppetmon was smaller than Piedmon.
Puppetmon was considerably smaller than Piedmon. That was not the best analogy I've made this whole time.
No, but
it's all right.
That's it for Digimon, guys. What else is going on? Anybody got anything going on in their life? Sai, your glasses are fogging up. What's going on with that?
It got really hot all of a sudden.
Yeah, it's been raining a lot.
No, I just mean like
it rained here. Oh, did you not get rain?
No. I
You
live
guys
in the
don't-
South. It's just perpetually hot.
You know what? That's fair. That's fair. I don't know what's your thoughts on R-Truth getting released, Josh?
Not a fan of it, but whatever. It's the TKO era.
Yeah.
I'll be honest. To me, the releases are the most exciting part. When it's like when they release like 10
It's
people,
the most
and
drama.
you're like,
Yeah.
oh, Johnny
Well-
Watson got released. Then they'll like mix the names. They're like, the guy from NXT Rise, Johnny Watson, got released, and so did Roman Reigns. And it's like,
Yeah, well, it's like the fake people. Yeah, like there's some that are like that's a genuine shock release, and there's others that are like, why do you care? Like Sarah Logan just announced that they're not keeping her, and all the comments where people are like, how could you, blah blah blah, and it's like, name one match of hers that you enjoyed in the last.
I don't know
4
who
years.
Sarah Logan is,
Exactly.
but the Miz unfollowed all of WWE
I saw
on
that,
social
yeah.
media.
Everyone's
He's
thinking that
he's gonna be gone.
because his contract's up in July.
Yeah,
I think I saw.
he'll probably get an ambassador deal though. They'll probably keep him.
Yeah, because he had all those TV shows, and he does a lot of like the Access Hollywood stuff. So
Is that the new heel move to unfollow people?
yeah, it's how you show you're really unhappy. You
Okay.
unfollow them on social media.
So if it was like the 90s and 2000s, The Rock and Steve Austin would have unfollowed each other.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
There would have been a Twitter beef.
Okay.
That would have been a good beef. What else is going on besides wrestling? Anybody watch any anime? Sai, you seem to like anime.
I watched Kingdom.
What'd
You
you
watch
watch?
what?
Kingdom?
Kingdom?
Yeah.
What's that?
Anime set in the Warring States period of China.
It's always China.
I watched Elusive Samurai.
That sounds like the same thing.
It is.
It's not. That's set in Japan.
Yeah, no, it's slightly different, but that was pretty good. Finally watched season 2 of Blue Lock.
Oh, I know you were disappointed.
You like get anime. Yeah, overall it was not.
Oh,
It was
that
not
means you
all
got
that
you
good.
saw the guy orgasm.
Which guy? I mean, yes, I did, but which guy?
The pink hair guy whose whole thing is orgasming.
Oh yeah. Yep.
He literally orgasmed on the field.
Yeah, the animation the changes is insane.
Yeah, it was really bad until the last episode.
Yeah.
Is what people said, but I was like, I don't see the difference. But okay.
Well, we got a couple of announcements for new seasons of anime coming out. You're finally going to get season 3 of One Punch Man, Sai.
Yeah, I saw that.
Season 2 of Kaiju number 8.
Season 6 of Kingdom, which is why I rewatched all 5 seasons. Well, I'm on season 5 now.
And unfortunately, we got confirmation of the 3rd season of Made in Abyss.
Oh, did we?
We don't have a release date yet, but we're in production.
I think
Yes,
I think it's
gonna
time for
be.
you to finally watch
Oh yes,
Shangri-La Frontier and binge watch the rest.
Josh is gonna be so sad for a whole season. Yes.
That's not sadness. It's just it hurts my stomach. Hurts my stomach thinking about it. Shangri-La Frontier. You should be Mark. Do you like being happy?
I mean, yes. I heard.
Shangri-La Frontier.
Well, then watch Made in Abyss.
Is it done? Is season 2 done, or is it?
Season 2 is done.
It's
Okay.
done. Which I'm kind of mad where it stopped at. I'm not gonna lie.
But to be fair, it's not like a lot of animes they go off the air for a year and then when they come back, it's like a time skip. Shangri-La Frontier doesn't do that. It's just a continuous thing. So when they end in the middle of something, they're going to pick up right back in that same thing.
Yeah, but it didn't have an anime when it started, right? I mean, a manga, right?
It had a
came out
manga.
Frontier. Oh,
I
Did
thought it came out after.
It's based on.
Oh,
But I get what you're saying. I also don't like where My Hero ended off. So it's understandable.
a lot of people.
oh,
Don't.
that's.
I stopped watching My Hero after like season 3.
Aren't we about to get? Aren't we? Isn't that next season too?
No,
No.
I think
Oh, I
it's
thought it
probably after that.
But what? Vigilantes was good.
Vigilantes. I watched the first 2 episodes and I haven't had a chance to watch more yet, but it was good from what I saw.
Well, be prepared to see more of Pop's butt.
Oh, that's cool.
But besides that, Knuckle Duster is the best.
Vigilante is
Knuckle
like,
Duster was so cool.
Vigilante is new people, right? It's not like the same. It's
So
like
Vigilante
thing
is
there.
basically a side story that happened a couple of years ago.
Yeah, it happens. Before All for One. I want to say before that big fight, probably.
Yeah,
He
this
has
before is I think it's before Midoriya joined the school.
Oh, it's way before that.
What big fight are you talking about? Where he
Oh, where he loses his, like, whenever he fights All for One before the series.
Oh, when he gets screwed up. When
Yeah,
he gets a big injury. Okay, yeah, you're probably right.
but it's definitely before Izawa is a teacher, and it's before Stain. Oh, never mind. Josh only watched 2 episodes.
Yeah, don't spoil things for me.
I didn't. I almost did, but I didn't.
Not spoiled
Like, you'll see people.
for now.
Like, you see Aizawa, I think, right?
You see, fuck, the dude who can stop people's powers is all I've seen so far.
Yeah, him. That's Aizawa. Yeah.
That's Aizawa.
watched it a while ago.
Dry eyes.
Eraser Head.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah. Okay, yeah. That.
You see Present Mike too.
Well.
The MC dude.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, it's pretty good though. I like it. Oh, I've been watching 2B Hero X.
What?
2B Hero X.
Like all one word?
No, all different words.
What's that?
It's a Chinese.
Oh,
Anime?
like ping pong.
No.
Ping pong the anime. Your
Ping
favorite
Pong,
anime.
the animation was Chinese, yeah.
Yeah,
It was Chinese anime. I thought that was Japanese.
Nope. Actually, I think it was Japanese.
Yeah, maybe it was.
I think a big studio made it.
No, it was a big art director from Japan. But anyway, 2B Hero X is like a bunch of stories about heroes, but like the way you be a hero in that world is based on your trust value, like how much people trust you. It's pretty interesting. Like the first 4 episodes are about one guy, then there's like 2 or 3 about another hero, then there's 2 about another one. I'm watching Fire Force too.
I am about to start watching season 3 of Fire Force with a friend of mine because we watch it. It's the one anime that me and a friend watched together, and we're waiting to watch season 3 because Fire Force goes into, is it Soul Eater or Black Clover?
No, it's Soul Eater.
Okay, because I had never watched Soul Eaters. I feel like finally finishing Fire Force, whatever it does end, will be my incentive to watch.
You should have.
Wait, what? Fire Force goes in the Soul Eater?
Yeah,
Yes.
Fire Force is the prequel to Soul Eater.
Yes,
I thought Fire Force was about firemen.
it is.
Yeah, it is.
Soul Eater's not, if you're wondering.
Yeah, I heard it was different.
Oh, I'm very well aware. If you don't, I can tell you how.
Yeah, fill us in. No, don't
Okay.
spoil it. Mark can't hear this.
Oh, okay. Well, basically, in Fire Force, which I'm pretty sure Mark has seen at this point, if you watch the first two. No,
watched
you
the
watched
first
the
two
first two
seasons, yeah.
seasons, right?
The first 2 seasons, yeah.
You saw when the moon gets like destroyed and it has that face or whatever.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that's like how the face. Well, the moon and the sun have a face in Soul Eater. That's the face of the moon in Soul Eater, and it's made by the same guy. There's some other stuff that'll happen later on. I don't even know if it's gonna happen in season. Well, season 3 is the last season, so yeah, it will happen. But it hasn't happened yet. Also, did you know that Fire Force, like the original world, is our world?
What happened? It just changed.
Yeah, it just turned into an anime world.
I wouldn't care for that.
I think I would.
Well, all right. Well, we'll talk about that more later. We're gonna call it a night.
Oh, I thought
Anybody
you were
have
gonna give it the name for our other podcast, our dad's anime stash in Fuego, which is our Fire Force podcast.
Is that
Yeah,
what
and
it's
then
about?
the Doctor Who one.
Mm-hmm.
We got a lot of podcasts. We record this one once every 6.5 weeks, so we'll probably put a pin
You
on
look
the
like you
others
didn't have
for
the
now,
shirt on.
but we'll get to it. We got time. Yep, we got all our lives together. All right, guys, we will call it a night. We'll do more some other time. Whatever.
Yeah.
Mark, have
Yeah.
Sai end the podcast.
You got it, Ty.
Uh-huh.
You got it, buddy.
I got a funny.